Services and Educational Athletics.
Good morning, Panther Nation, and welcome to this special edition live streaming event of Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. I'm Joe Roberts, alongside me Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing in the trailer, and we are here in Kyle, Texas at Lehman High School for game number 3 of the best of 3 4A Division I State Semifinal Championships, almost said region semifinals, between the CC Calallen Lady Cats and the Liberty Lady Panthers. Both teams tied up at 1 game apiece. The winner of today heads to Austin to play at Red McCombs Field on Friday at 1 p.m. for the whole shebang. And now both teams are being announced by the stadium announcer, and we'll have lineups shortly. The Calallen Lady Cats will be the home team today. And in a turn of good news for the Lady Panthers, Brianna Pantalian was injured yesterday, but she will be starting and available for the Lady Panthers today. So that's good news for the Lady Panther lineup. Brooklyn Taylor in the circle for the Lady Panthers, and Jordan Thibodeau in the circle for Calallen. And speaking of Jordan Thibodeau was the player of the game yesterday. Calallen defeating Liberty 4-2. Thibodeau with a complete game and 10 strikeouts, and she also had a double at the plate. Ross?
Give you her line from last night: 7 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. She walked 2, and as Joe said, fanned 10. But she was able to pitch in and out of trouble, specifically in that top of the first inning, or bottom of the first inning last night, where she had the bases loaded and nobody out and only surrendered 1 run. She did have that double and hit the ball hard several times at the plate.
Vargas, the third baseman for Calallen, also considered for player of the game. She went 3 for 4 at the plate, and she was an absolute terror defensively and offensively. And then for the Lady Panthers, Kylie Bishop scoring both runs for the Lady Panthers to go along with some pretty slick infielding. She initiated at least 1 double play yesterday for the Lady Panthers. All right, Ross, the Lady Panthers will be hitting first. Let's look at the Calallen Lady Cats defense and move around the horn for them. Oh, I'm sorry. If you want to flip that around, that's fine. Go ahead, Ross.
Let's go ahead and start with Liberty's lineup for today's game. Leading off for the Lady Panthers is Kylie Bishop. She's at shortstop, almost said short base. Hitting second, and glad to see her name in the lineup, is Brianna Pantalian. She plays center field. Bailey Taylor will hit third and be at third base. Abby Key in the cleanup spot and playing at second today. She is followed in the 5th spot by Abby Vickers in right field. Hitting 6 and in the circle today for Liberty is Brooklyn Taylor. She is followed by Marina Bourgeois, her battery mate, at the catching position. Kaylin Hewitt back in the lineup. She was pressed into duty last night but did not start, and she is hitting 8th and the designated player, and hitting 9th, the first baseman Mia Minifield. For Liberty, the top 3 of their lineup, Bishop, Pantalian, and Taylor. The middle 3, Key, Vickers, and Taylor. In the bottom 3, Bourgeois, Hewitt, and Minifield. Maddie Zurax is the left fielder and in the flex spot for Liberty.
All right, we're going to have the national anthem, and then we will begin momentarily here in Kyle, Texas. What a beautiful sound. That means that we are just about to have playoff softball action. Again, Kyle, Texas at Lehman High School for game number 3 of the best of 3 4A Division I State Semifinal Championship Series. The winner of this series heads to Austin next Friday, 1 p.m. at Red McCombs Field on the campus of the University of Texas, and they'll be playing for the whole shebang. Both of these teams with 1 win apiece, and they have represented the last 4 state champion winners in 4A. Calallen back-to-back looking to three-peat, and they stopped Liberty's bid for a three-peat 2 years ago. Ross?
For Calallen, their lineup very similar, actually exactly the same as it was last night. Leading it off is the first baseman, Braylon Bailey. She's followed by Kylie Butcher in center field. Brooklyn Metter, the shortstop for Calallen, hits third in the cleanup spot. Adrina Alvarez, and she does the catching. Hitting fifth, Caden Trevino. She's in right field. Jordan Thibodeau in the circle today will follow Trevino. Kiana Vargas, the third baseman, will hit in the 7th spot, and play at third base. Kaylee Lopez,
all right, we should be good now,
will be the second baseman, hitting 8th. And hitting 9th is Chris Leal, the left fielder. For Calallen, that's Bailey, Butcher, and Metter, the top 3. The middle 3, Alvarez, Trevino, and Thibodeau. The bottom 3, Vargas, Lopez, and Leal. Defensively for Calallen tonight, or this afternoon, Leal in left, Butcher the center fielder, and Trevino in right field. Around the infield for Calallen, it's Vargas, Metter, Lopez, and Bailey from left to right. Catching Jordan Thibodeau is Alvarez, and we are ready to go as Thibodeau delivers the first pitch to Kylie Bishop. Bishop swings, slicing it foul into foul territory. Well, it would be in foul territory if it was foul, Joe. Boy, I'm off to a rousing start.
Hey, it's a quick turnaround. These girls started at 7 p.m. last night and wrapped up about 9 o'clock or so. Quick turnaround today, so I expect you to be tired too, big boy.
Thibodeau looks in and winds the arm, the 0-1. This pitch is a ball. A little high there, Thibodeau. Calallen today on maroon tops with white pinstripes. Calallen across the front in cursive, and those letters in white. White numbers on the back. Maroon pants with white pinstripes and high white socks. The 1-1. Bishop catches a piece of it and sends it foul. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kylie Bishop. Scored both Liberty runs last night. Stands in with those bright pink batting gloves and teal accents. The 1-2. Bishop lifts this one, but foul out of play to the left and over into an empty field. And the count will hold it, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The wind blowing straight in here in Kyle. 2:05 down the lines at Lehman High School. 2:15 to the power alleys and left and right, and 2:15 to straightaway center at a 12-foot wall. The 1-2 pitch. Staying alive, catching a piece of it. Sun shining down brightly. It'll be a warm one here in Kyle for game 3 of the state semifinal. Thibodeau gets back to the rubber, and she brings the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Thibodeau has her first strikeout of the day as Kylie Bishop set down on strikes for the first out of the top of the first inning. Coming to the plate is Brianna Pantalion. Pantalion was hit in the bottom of the first inning. Stayed in to run, but then left the game. She is back in there as she climbs into the right-handed batter's box. Like batting gloves, holds the bat above her shoulder. The first pitch from Thibodeau is across for a strike on the inner third. Defensively, they're playing Pantalion at the corners in. Vargas at third, drawn in, as well as Bailey at first base. Outfield playing shallow. Beautiful facility here. The 0-1. Backs her off just a little bit. It evens the count at 1-1. Thibodeau looking at her wristband. Holds the ball in the right hand, puts it in her blue glove. The 1-1. Fouled into the screen by Pantaleon. A little late on that one. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lots of black and gold in the stands to match the maroon and white. Signs being given by the infielders out to the outfield. Outfield still playing at shallow depth now. Bailey backs up behind first base and off the line. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and quickly 2 away and 2 strikeouts for Jordan Thibodeau.
Yeah, there's a little concern that she was going to have to turn around and pitch so soon, but right now she's looking as sharp as she ever has. 2 strikeouts so far, and Thibodeau, as you like to say, trying to get in her rocking chair immediately.
She did. She retired 11 straight Lady Panthers last night at one point in the game. Bailey Taylor stands in, nobody on, and 2 outs, top of the first. And the first pitch misses. I did not see yeah, it did miss. I didn't see a signal, but I looked at the scoreboard and it was a 1-0 or 0-1. Taylor stands in on the right side. Blue ribbon dangling in the air. The 1-0, and that misses. Two balls, no strikes. To Bailey Taylor, 2 outs, top of the first inning, no score. And the pitch. That is across for a strike. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Thibodeau has her sign and brings the 2-1. And that one is across for a strike. And it evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the first inning. Liberty and Calallen tied at 1 in a best of 3. Winner will play for the state championship next Friday. The 2-2. And this one gets away from Alvarez, and it's a full count. Purple batting gloves for Bailey Taylor. Started the game yesterday and went to shortstop when Kylie Bishop came in. The 3-2. Gets a piece of it and sends it high, straight back and over the press box. Now holds it 3-2. Some patchy clouds which will cover the sun momentarily at times today, the 3-2. And that is ball 4 and a 2-out walk to Bailey Taylor.
Well, Bailey Taylor has proven to be dangerous even last year when she was a freshman. No one wants to throw to her, and even Thibodeau with some respect, not really giving her anything to hit and trying to get her to chase on the outside. Taylor successful. She's on. 2 outs. Ross.
Abby Key stands in. Right-handed batter. Key swinging at the first pitch and sending it into the screen. Liberty today in their gold tops with black stripe on the shoulder. Black letters and numbers with Liberty across the front. gold pants with black stripe down the side and pinstripe in black, tall black socks. The 0-1. And that one misses. It is 1 ball, 1 strike. Wind blowing straight in. Pretty good clip right now. Joe, do you have your wind meter? The 1-1. Swing and a miss for the ball upstairs. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I, in fact, do not have my wind meter, but I can tell it is windy. That's what I can offer to you, Ross.
Joe with that spot-on AccuWindow weather. 89 degrees at first pitch here in Kyle. Here comes the 1-2. This ball is going to be sent straight back up the middle. A base hit for Abby Key. And Liberty with 2 outs has 2 runners on.
It's a beautiful spot, very similar to the location that she had in game number 1. And you can tell that the wind is just whipping. The cheerleaders have hung their flags up at the top, and it is just almost standing straight out here, blowing in toward the catcher.
89 and muggy will feel very pleasant here in an hour or so. Here is the first pitch to Abby Vickers, who takes a big rip at it. And it's down in the count 0-1. 98 is supposed to be the high today with a real feel of 101. And of course, that is amplified on this synthetic turf, which typically sits between 20 and 40 degrees warmer than the air temperature. The 0-1. Vickers fouls this one off and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to the senior right fielder. Also sports those really bright batting gloves. Pink ribbon peeking out from under her helmet. The 0-2 just misses. Almaraz very good at framing pitches and was able to, very soft hands with that mitt there.
And I will say, Ross, our outfield camera is pretty far over, so if it looks like it's a strike, it may not actually be as close if you're watching at home.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Little tapper down to second. Lopez fields it quickly on to Bailey at first, and that'll retire the side. Liberty leaves 2. They get a hit. Middle of the first inning, no score. Maroon with Cats across the 3-2. And a big rip, and that is a strikeout for Thibodeau. Thibodeau rocks back and brings it. High chopper over to third. And Vargas on to first. 1 ball. Butcher looks at the first pitch from Taylor for a strike. Right-handed batter. No batting gloves. Black bat with some red paint on it. The 0-1, and that one is outside. They're going to peel down to first. It's going to be palms down as she very lightly started to swing but held up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure I would even call.
I was a little surprised there was an appeal there.
Hey, you know, it's game 3. Why not?
1-1. This ball is going to be sent out into center field. Pantalian charging in on it, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Hit well, though, by Butcher.
And that's a great thing for Breezy to get her back into the swing of the game. A good out by her. Not a terrible hit by Calallen. But I feel like about 8 times out of 10, that's a ball that's going to get down.
And I did off the bat think it was, but Pantalian able to charge in on it. Here is the first pitch to Metter. Metter looks at ball 1. She was on base all but one of her times last night. She walked and then was intentionally walked 2 other times. The 1-0. That is across for a strike. A nice pitch by Taylor.
I believe the stat you gave me last night when we were going home was Calallen reached with their first hitter of the inning 5 out of the 7 innings.
That is correct. The 1-1. A tapper to third base. Bailey Taylor, high throw to first, but pulled down by Minifield, and that'll retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning. We're headed to the second, no score.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After an inning of action, all knotted up at zeros. Brooklyn Taylor with a strikeout and a fly out and a ground out in the bottom of the first. And that's where we stand moving into the top of the second. Want to thank anyone joining us from Corpus Christi, from all the various points in Texas that I know people are watching from, as well as from all the states around the country where family members are tuning in to the Panther Sports Network. I'm going to apologize. Yesterday we were fighting some AV gremlins. It seemed like it was just eating us up, and luckily the AV team able to overcome that mostly, and fingers crossed that we're good to go for today. Ross, top of the second inning, and the Lady Panthers up to bat. Brooklyn Taylor leading off.
It'll be Taylor, Bourgeois, and Hewitt due up for Liberty in their half of the second inning. No score in the state semifinal game, number 3. Liberty won 3-0 on Wednesday night, and then last night, Calallen won 4-2, and that sets us right here. Thibodeau back in the circle. Right-handed Brooklyn Taylor in her Carolina blue batting gloves, and she looks at the first pitch from Thibodeau for a strike.
Well, those two had a good duel on Wednesday.
Sun beating down on the field here in Kyle. The 0-1. Nice pitch by Thibodeau as that one comes across the plate, and it's no balls and 2 strikes to Brooklyn Taylor, the senior. In the circle today for Liberty. Thibodeau brings the 0-2. Taylor lifts this one, but foul off the right side. Bounces harmlessly on the concrete here. Lehman High School. Kyle about 200 miles west of Houston. The 0-2. Strike 3 as she hangs that one on the corner. And that is the 3rd strikeout, first looking for Thibodeau. That was a beautiful pitch there by Thibodeau. Just kind of hung right there on the corner. Looked like it was going to slide off. But so with one out in the top of the second inning, I'll get it right at some point maybe, is Marina Bourgeois, right-handed senior, holds the bat high. In the first pitch, she's swinging. This ball is tapped. It is foul, says the home plate umpire. Was right close to the line, but just went over. And Vargas with a nice play. It would have been an out.
Yeah, had she got that about one step closer, she would have got it in fair territory, and it just crossed the line.
Vargas at third playing in. It's no balls and a strike with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. No score in the deciding game of the state semifinal. Thibodeau winds her arm. Bourgeois pops this one in the infield, shallow. Coming in for it is Bailey, and she catches it in foul territory just on the B of the Lobos, which is Lehman High School's nickname. Is that right? Nickname? Mascot. Nickname works too.
It did.
In a pinch.
I don't hate what you said.
So 2 outs, nobody on, and Hewitt, the batter, lefty, squares the bunt, pulls it back. Vargas almost right in the face mask of Hewitt, charging in from third, expecting the bunt. Bailey at first plays just in front of the bag. Vargas inches closer and closer. It's a 1-0 count, and here it is. Again, squares the bunt. Again, pulls it back. And that pitch misses for a ball. Thibodeau bringing the softball in and out of her blue mitt. And she comes with the 2-0. This one sails high. Hewitt again showing bunt, but pulling it back. And it's 3 balls and no strikes with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. No score. Game 3 in this best of 3. Beautiful facility here at Lehman High School. The 3-0. And that is across for a strike. And it's 3 balls and a strike. Mia Minifield on deck for Liberty.
That is so wild to watch Vargas. She couldn't be more than about 12 feet away from the plate right now.
The sure-handed third baseman for Calallen. The 3-1. This ball is bunted foul as it got in on Hewitt, who stands on the left side. Almost an emergency emergency tap there for Hewitt. And the count is full. Two away, nobody on. The 3-2. This one is tapped to Vargas, but foul again. Vargas still playing in. That one took a big hop into foul territory.
Well, you've just got to have ice water in your veins to play the hot corners. Offensively, softball is such a wild sport with that.
Vargas backs up just a couple of steps at the 3-2. This one in again tapped foul on the left side, but not very far down the line.
You notice that Kaylin is not trying to necessarily slap it over. She's trying to pop it off of the deck so that she can get a high bounce and use her speed to get down to first.
3-2, 2 outs. Top of the second, no score. Thibodeau brings that payoff pitch. Ball 4. What an at-bat by Kaylin Hewitt.
That's a great at-bat from Kaylin. Able to fight Thibodeau off, and just a good eye there at the end.
Yeah, the freshman showing some moxie there. And she is at first base with 2 outs, and Mia Minifield, another freshman, stands in on the left side, holds the bat just above her shoulder, and the first pitch is across for a strike. Neon green ribbon butting up against the bottom of her helmet. The 0-1. She sends this one foul down the left side. Trying to drop it in shallow left. Going the other way with it. And it's no balls and 2 strikes as I fight with this stool that I'm not convinced can hold my weight. The 0-2 with a runner on is on its way. That ball inside. Alvarez quickly snaps down, looks at first.
It looks like Alvarez kind of slipped a little bit there. Had Hewitt decided to go, she might have been able to get there. Alvarez does have a cannon.
Thibodeau winds the 1-2. Strike 3! And Thibodeau paints that outside corner, and she has done that so far today on both the left and right side. Through 1.5, no score. Liberty leads 1.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After 1.5 innings, still tied up at 0. Liberty strands 1 on a walk by Kaylin Hewitt. And we move to the bottom of the second for Calallen, and it should be 4-5-6. And speaking of 4, that should be Adrina Alvarez. Had a nice chat with her mom last night. Big sister Alana, who played for them last year up at UT Tyler, where she'll be teammates with our own Abby Vickers, and that's kind of a cool little connection.
Megan Geyer also.
Exactly, I almost forgot about
UT
Megan.
Tyler.
Right, and they're having one heck of a season up there, from what I understand.
So Alvarez stands in. The right-handed catcher looks at strike 1. Right teal batting gloves. Neon yellow accents with some pink in there. Squares the bunt, pulls the bunt back, and looks at ball 1 just off the outside edge of the plate. Kyle, about 8 miles north of San Marcos on I-35 and 20 miles south of Boston. The 1-1, this ball is sent in the air high, and it is slicing foul. And as Abby Vickers and Abby Key both ran over to see if they could take a look, the wind took that one. Coming out of the south at about 12 miles an hour now, have gusts about 20 plus miles an hour throughout the afternoon. The 1-2. This ball is sent chopping over to Kylie Bishop, who fires quickly to first for the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you what, when you watch Kylie Bishop, Bailey Taylor over there on that left-hand side, they are about as smooth as silk when they fill the ball, and they look so nice throwing across the diamond.
One away. Caden Trevino stands in. The right fielder looks at the first pitch away for a ball. The 1-0. And that one again missing. Outfield for Liberty playing at regular depth and straight up. On the infield, Bailey Taylor playing just in front of the bag at third. We have Minifield playing even with the bag. The 2-0. This ball is going to be sent into center field. Brianna Pantalian comes in and catches it right in the middle of the blue L for Lobos for the second out of the inning.
Such a tough young lady. I know we've talked about it, and people were wondering and inquiring about her last night. Man, nice to see her back today.
Jordan Thibodeau getting her first licks in the batter's box. Right-handed batter, no batting gloves. Stands back in the box and looks at the first pitch from Brooklyn Taylor for a strike. Thibodeau with the right sleeve pulled up on her shoulder. The 0-1 just misses off the outside part of the plate. Evens the count at 1-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. No score here in Game 3 of the state semifinal. The 1-1. Swing and miss. Gets a piece of it. So didn't miss, but caught by Bourgeois.
As it stands, these two will be college teammates in a year. Brooklyn headed to McNeese, and Jordan committed to McNeese.
The 1-2. And that one misses. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the kind of game where fingernails are not safe.
There's always one that you're going to get me with. That was the one.
The 2-2. Almost getting Thibodeau inside, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's 2 away in the bottom of the second inning, no score. Not as many big floppy hats today as I thought there would be. The 3-2. Thibodeau. Soft pop caught in front of second base by Kylie Bishop, and that'll retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Brooklyn Taylor. On to the third, no score.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After 2 innings of work, still tied up at zeros. Lady Panther defense 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. As we head to the top of the third here in Kyle, Texas, game number 3 of the best of 3 4A Division I state semifinal series between the Calallen Lady Cats and the Liberty Lady Panthers. So far, it's been a duel between Brooklyn Taylor and Jordan Thibodeau in their respective circles, much like it was on Wednesday.
Joe, Kat McAdams has the big LP hat on, the rally hat.
Well, she's always pretty good for some kind of something or other.
There's some kind of fun headwear as she sits down, tracking the game. She keeping up with game
got
changers.
The giant hat on.
Kylie Bishop, the first batter. The first pitch, Bishop swinging, lifts it foul to the left side and out of play. Bishop, a strikeout victim in the first. It'll be Bishop, Pantalian, and Taylor due up for Liberty in their half of the third inning. No score in the state semifinal, game 3. The 0-1 from Thibodeau. This one is chopped. Vargas fields it on a hop and on to first for the first out of the inning.
Well, I'm not sure if Kylie would have made it to first, but definitely slipping in the box didn't help, and that's unfortunate because that was a nice piece of contact there. We've seen that several times today, a little slippage on the turf.
Brianna Pantalian struck out swinging in her first plate appearance, and the first pitch is across for a strike. No score. Top of the third inning. Winner plays for the state championship on Friday. The 0-1. That pitch misses high. The stand split like the Texas OU game right down the middle. Gold on one, maroon on the other. The 1-1 fouled sharply into the screen. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning. The 1-2. Pantalian pops this straight up and back, and it catches the top of the net, which protects the stands. And it makes its way down. And they'll do the 1-2 again with 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 3rd inning.
It's definitely one of the nicest places that we've been to with their safety net set up, not being in our way.
1-2. Strike 3. Alvarez had shifted outside, and that ball right on the corner. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. Pantalian retired. Be the 4th strikeout for Thibodeau in today's ball game. No, 5th, excuse me. And with 2 outs and nobody on, Bailey Taylor strides to the plate and looks at his first pitch for a strike.
A nice breaking ball that broke back in on the outside.
Thibodeau with lots of good movement today.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have swung at that last one anyway.
No, there wasn't anything she could have done with it. The 0-1. Taylor pops this one on the infield. The shortstop and 3rd baseman coming in on it. Vargas is going to make the catch at 3rd, and that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Liberty. Middle of the 3rd inning, no score.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After 2.5 innings of action, still tied up at 0, heading into the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Calallen Lady Cats. It should be 7-8-9.
Number 34, Tiana Vargas.
It is Vargas, Lopez, and Leal. Vargas catching the 3rd out of the top of the inning. And the first pitch to Vargas. This is way inside. And it's 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. And that is across for a strike. Lavender batting gloves, pink accents for the righty. And this one fouled into the screen. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The door to the press box opened just a minute ago, and it felt like an oven.
Yeah, every time that thing opens, it feels like you're about to get a recipe for broil.
The 1-2. This one tapped lightly back to Taylor in the circle. She comes out of the circle and gets it to first for the 1st out of the inning.
Yeah, nice little 1-3 put out right there Brooklyn Taylor, one of the better fielding pitchers that we've had the privilege of watching over the years.
Been blessed with quite a few. And with one away, Kaylee Lopez, the second baseman, stands in on the right side and looks at the first pitch from Taylor for a strike. The 0-1. This ball is lined right to Bailey Taylor, who was drawn in at third for the second out of the inning.
That was so fast, I hardly had time to see that one. But that is a prime reason why I would never play third base. Nope.
Well, there's also that issue of
hey, don't do it.
The
Don't do it
batter's
to
box.
me. Don't do it to me.
And the first pitch is offered at by Leal.
Ross, you should know by now that when I crazy talk, you let me crazy talk and you don't call me out on that. I do the calling out, not you.
I think we both had the talent in the batter's box, the 0-1, that would make even Bob Uecker, the late Bob Uecker, cringe. The 0-2. Strike three looking. And a 1-2-3 inning. We are through three, still scoreless.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther Softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. Through 3 innings of action, it is all tied up at zeros as we head to the top of the 4th inning. And the Lady Panthers coming up, and it should be Abby Key leading off for the Lady Panthers. Abby Key with a single the last time that she was up to bat, right up the middle. And away we go, Ross Norwood.
Abby Key, Vickers, and Brooklyn Taylor. In a scoreless game in the top of the 4th inning. A game that will decide who plays for the state championship on Friday.
At the plate, number 10, Abby Key.
Abby Key. Surveys the field and gets in the box with Abby Vickers on deck. The first pitch to Key. She's swinging. Hits this off the handle, foul to the left side.
Well, Abby Key certainly has had some big moments over her career. Had some big moments in the playoffs. And she's moved around the diamond a good bit. Very versatile infielder.
Yeah, first, second, and third. The 0-1. This one fisted foul to the right side into the screen.
And she was the regular first baseman last year. Now with the with Mia Minifield showing up, taking over that spot, she's been going back and forth between second and third base this year, depending on who's in the circle.
No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. No score. The 0-2. And that one gets Abby Key, and so the leadoff batter for Liberty reaches.
Yeah, I think that just hit her right on the hands, and that's kind of smart. So go down there and have a chat with Coach Slack.
Number 14, Abby Vickers.
Going to take a little check. Michael Pope going to step out there and have a look at Abby.
Yeah, that one was getting in on the hands.
See some folks in the stand. Kendrick Harrison, the Liberty Athletic Director, here today. And I want to say I saw Dusty McGee here, the Liberty ISD Superintendent. And I apologize to our friends in Corpus Christi. I wish I knew who your local celebrities were, and I'd certainly say their name, but I'm sure that they have a number of folks that have shown up to support them. Corpus Christi fans always traveling very well.
Michael Pope back to the dugout. Abby Key to first base. And Abby Vickers, the double Abbies in the order.
Called them Abby Squared at one point.
I think so.
I don't know that name ever stuck.
Vickers bounced out to second in the first. She has a runner on, nobody out. Vargas playing in at third as well as Bailey at first. And she is offering at the first pitch, and it's no balls and a strike. Swings over the top of that one.
Yeah, Abby Vickers, a very smooth swing. And when she gets a hold of one, she can put it in the parking lot.
Yeah, this one's wind still blowing straight in.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for anyone today, though.
Liberty Mayor John Hebert, I see, walking up. The 0-1. Vickers squares the bunt. That pitch is missed. Abby Key had started for second, slides head first back in ahead of the throw. And it is no balls and 2 strikes to Abby Vickers.
And that's just a great play. Alvarez with a fire down to Bailey at first. Almost got her.
Yeah, put it right on the bag. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 on. Inning started when Abby Key was hit by a pitch. The 0-2. Vickers sends this high in the air, playable out to center field. Coming in on it is Butcher, and she makes the catch for the first out. Key goes back to first base. That was hit well, but with the wind blowing in at about 12 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's possible that one could have drifted all the way out to the wall if that wind wasn't going. I mean, it is crazy how these flags out here are just going straight out.
Brooklyn Taylor, the batter, with 1 out, 1 on. Top of the 4th inning. And the first pitch from Thibodeau. Big rip by Taylor, and she's down in the count 0-1.
Brooklyn Taylor has had some nice at-bats in this series. Several singles. Been finding that short porch in left field multiple times.
The 0-1. Taylor bunts this one high, foul into the screen. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning, no score. Game 3 of the state semifinal. Abby Key at first base. The 0-2. Outside. Alvarez jumps up, looks down to first, but Key not far off the bag. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One out, top of the 4th. Thibodeau winds the arm, the 1-2. Taylor sends it foul sharply into the screen.
Yesterday, my buddy Tim was coming down to help us out, and he snapped a picture at the Buc-ee's in Waller and saw the band trailer and everything. I want to give a big shout out to our choir and band. They're headed to State Solo and Ensemble event. It's going to be today. And then the choir are going to be performing at Carnegie Hall.
1-2. It's a piece of it. Stays alive.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. Again, the LHS choir are going to be performing at Carnegie Hall in June. They're under the direction of Christy Bean. That's a pretty amazing accomplishment. And one more time, the State Solo and Ensemble event. Mr. Smith, good luck with all your guys.
1-2. Taylor pokes this one out towards right. Giving chase in foul territory, but not getting to it is Bailey at first. As That one I thought was going to fly a little further, but again, that wind.
You know, one of the things I wanted to mention the other day, Ross, and I never got to, and maybe I'll wait. Well, no, it looks like Jordan's got her face mask off. Had a fine arts signing day a couple of weeks ago. Several of our seniors, they're headed to college, going to be pursuing fine arts careers, and I'll mention some names later on, but just want to acknowledge that.
The 1-2. Again, staying alive, getting a piece of it as it sails into the screen.
The William Gilly, John Simon, Astrid Cifuentes, Ellie Hale. I know I'm missing one person.
One out, top of the fourth inning, 1-2 count. Runner on first, Abby Key. She was hit by a pitch to start the inning. Brooklyn Taylor ready for the 1-2. Just misses. Nice pitch by Thibodeau. And it evens the count at 2. Cheerleaders are here. They came for the game last night, stayed. Runner at first, Abby Key, 1 out, a 2-2 count. It's on its way. Taylor pokes this one just over Vargas into left. It is a base hit, and Liberty, with 1 out, has 2 runners on.
Well, they say death and taxes, and now we're going to have to add the single to left field for Brooklyn Taylor. She has done that in every single game of this series, Ross. And real quick before I forget, Tori Johnson was the other one that I didn't mention. John Simon headed to Lamar for film. Tori Johnson headed to Lamar for music performance. Astrid Cifuentes, Lamar for music education. And then Ellie Hale headed to SFA for the vocal music education.
We have a courtesy runner for Brooklyn Taylor at first base. I cannot see the number. It looks like Jessie Fain. It is. Jessie Fain running for Brooklyn Taylor, who's singled. Runners at first and second. 1 away in the top of the fourth inning. And the senior Marina Bourgeois comes in. Vargas drawn way in at third. So is Bailey at first. The first pitch. Misses for a ball. Close pitch by Thibodeau. Thibodeau's not missing by much when she does miss. One away in the top of the fourth inning. Runners at first and second. The 1-0. That one just misses. And it's 2 balls and no strikes to the dangerous Bourgeois, the senior backstop for Liberty. Low batting gloves. The 2-0. That one's across for a strike, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
See, that's an example right there of our camera angle being deceptive. It looks like that was way inside, and that was perfect on the corner of the plate.
Yeah, even just a little bit further in, just on that outer third almost. Bourgeois steps out. Takes a practice cut. Jumps back in. Abby Key is at second. Jessie Fain is at first. The 2-1. Bourgeois squares the bunt. Pulls it back. It is a strike. And the count is even at 2-2. 1 out. 2 on. Top of the fourth inning. And a game without a score. Bourgeois steps out. Here comes the 2-2. Bourgeois is going to send this one into shallow center. It is caught. Almost freezes Butcher there. May have taken a step to her right. and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Well, that is just a prime example of how powerful this wind is. That was a solid knock from Marina, and they just held up. And again, Butcher, excellent center fielder, able to make an easy play on that.
Both outs coming with Butcher's glove in this inning. And that brings up Kaylin Hewitt. Hewitt walked with 2 outs in the second. She was stranded. Here is the first pitch, and it misses to the lefty Hewitt. Vargas crashes in close. Metter at short goes to cover third in a wheel play. Runners at first and second. There are 2 away. Top of the 4th inning, no score. The 1-0. Hewitt looks at this one high. The Minifield stands on deck. Thibodeau tosses the rosin bag back down. She gets back on the rubber and brings the 2-0. This ball is foul on the left side. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, the freshman is just a whisker away from catching that timing. And that's what a good pitcher will do. Just changing it up just enough that the freshman can't quite get onto it.
Thibodeau likes to change speeds and eye level. The 2-1. And this one is sent foul right into the plate. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Hewitt, open batting stance on the left side. Here comes the 2-2. Misses, and it's a full count.
Bruce Wright checking in with us. Always enjoy when Bruce makes some comments. Liberty ISD Education Foundation, we were the recipient of a grant to grab some drones, so kind of look forward to seeing that next school year.
The payoff pitch. Catches a piece of it with the bat. And we'll do the 3-2 again.
Tom Guidry checking in as well. Mr. Guidry, longtime band director at Liberty ISD. He was the one that gave me the solo and ensemble information. You'd think me being in the fine arts department, I'd know that kind of stuff, but
well, he survived me being in band when he was the middle school band director.
Well, I heard they almost shut the band program down because of you.
It was touch and go. Here's the 3-2. This ball is sent out into left field. The left fielder, Leal, is going to make the catch. She had some trouble as that ball started drifting towards the line. And that'll do it. Liberty Strands 2. Middle of the 4th inning, no score.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After 3.5, still tied up at 0s. Lady Panthers strand 2 in the top of the 4th as we move to the bottom of the 4th, and it will be 1-2-3 for Calallen here in Kyle, Texas.
Bailey, Butcher, and Metter. Bailey stands in. Trips up just a little on the bat, and the first pitch is low and away for a ball. Grip tape on the handle of that bat. The 1-0. And that is across for a strike.
Liberty ISD CFO Tim Britton chiming in on the chat. I don't get to see that one live. I have to rely on Mr. Ewing to let me know who's chiming in on that.
1-1. This ball is poked out into left. Making a dive for it is Zurax. It gets Beyer. Here comes Bailey into third. The throw not in time, and a leadoff triple. As that ball hit and went over into foul territory. So a leadoff triple for Bailey, and Calallen is in business. That is their first hit and first base runner, but Bailey slid hard into the bag at third. But she is ready to go. So a leadoff triple. Here comes Kylie Butcher. Butcher does not go, says the appeal down to first as she started her swing. Half the crowd happy. Up, we've got time called. Half the crowd happy, half the crowd disappointed.
That's going to happen every single time. Zirax made a great line on the ball, and it's really tough to figure out if you need to make the play or if you need to get behind the ball. And with the wind going, I can't imagine what was going on there. I personally probably would have stayed behind the ball, but I'm not out there playing left field.
And the pitch across for a strike, squares the count at 1. I see some umbrellas popping up. I already saw one that is no longer usable with this wind. The 0-1 squares the bunt. This one bunted foul down the third base line. Charging in was Bailey Taylor.
Well, I see at least one smart person in the stands. They're using a cardboard box as a cover there.
Oh,
That's not a terrible idea.
No, especially for somebody like me that has little hair on the top of my head, and the sun likes to burn it. Here's the 0-2. Ball popped foul high behind the plate.
Well, that triple that was hit broke up Brooklyn Taylor's perfect game. Didn't want to say anything until that happened.
The 0-2. Wow, that one is lying between the head coach for Calallen.
Yeah, Coach Lentz had to do the Olay to get out of the way of that one.
No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner on third. Bailey, a leadoff triple, the 1-2. Outside for a ball. Count even at 2. Batting gloves for Butcher. The 2-2. High, and it's a full count. Taylor ready and brings the 3-2. This ball is hit high in the air to center field. Pantalian comes in on it, gets her momentum behind her, and she throws a strike right to the plate, but not in time. Just ahead of that ball as it scoots away a little, and it is 1-0 Calallen. What a throw home.
Oh, man, I was just about to say that. She was lining up and ready to unload, and she threw a rope. Fortunately, not able to get her, but, man, that was a nice throw.
Still the first run of the game. And Brooklyn met her with nobody on and one away. Looks at the first pitch for a strike. That ball was well hit by Butcher. That is the second one she has sent out to center field. The 0-1. Misses for a ball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Calallen, bottom of the 4th inning. The 1-1. Misses. It's 2 balls and a strike. Taylor goes down to the rosin. Drops it. And brings the 2-1. That one misses. It's 3 balls and a strike. 1-0 Calallen in the bottom of the 4th inning with 1 away. A leadoff triple by Bailey, and Kylie Butcher with a sac fly to center. The 3-1. And that is in for a strike, and the count is full. Payoff pitch. This ball is lined. It's going to get all the way to the wall and left. Zurax has it. Flips, turns around, gets it back into Kylie Bishop to cut off. Man, and it is a double with 1 out. And the dangerous Alvarez strides to the plate.
That has been a spot of much success for both teams in that short left field area.
The first pitch to Alvarez. Alvarez pops this one foul and out of play behind us. 1-0 Calallen. They have a runner in scoring position with 1 away. Bottom of the 4th inning in the deciding game 3. The 0-1. Alvarez pops a bunt down. It hugs the line, but foul as it rolls foul at the last minute down the first base line.
Alvarez showing some wheels there. If that had stayed fair, she'd have been safe at first.
Runner at second. Here's the pitch. This is high. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Alvarez lines this one deep into center. This ball is off the wall. Coming around third. And scoring is going to be Metter. And into second with a stand-up double is Alvarez. Back-to-back doubles and a 2-0 Calallen lead.
This is a great hit from Alvarez. Enough power to overcome the wind there and get over the top of Breezy.
Karen Slack going to come out and talk to her pitcher and the infield. A leadoff triple by Bailey. She scored on a Butcher sac fly. Brooklyn Metter doubled and came home to score on the Alvarez double. 2 runs in, still 1 out. Conference broke up. Trevino gets in. She flew out to center in her first at bat. And she catches a piece of this one, sending it foul straight back into the screen. 2 runs across for Calallen in this bottom of the 4th inning. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss. And it's no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. 2 runs in for Calallen. It is 2-0 Calallen. Alvarez stands at second base. Here's the pitch. That ball misses for, well, it misses for a ball. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. A triple, 2 doubles, and a sac fly in this inning so far. The 1-2. And this ball is going to be sent softly up the middle. It'll be a base hit. Here comes the throw from Alvarez. And she is out. Well, Alvarez is out. And we are going to have some discussion here.
Man, that was that was a throw right there. Marina Bourgeois with a magnificent sweep tag at the plate to save a run. And that was a hit that looked like it wasn't going to be anything, and then it just kind of leaked through the middle.
So it will be a single. She takes second on the throw home. Alvarez retired, and that'll be an 8-2 put out, and another strong throw by Breezy. And this ball sails right over the head of Bourgeois and into third goes Trevino. There's 2 away. As Jordan Thibodeau now ahead in the count, 1 ball and no strikes. Two runs across, runner at third now. The 1-0 to Thibodeau. And she is going to foul this one off and out of play behind us. The 1-1. Misses, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Thibodeau popped out to Bishop at short in her first at bat. Runner at third is Trevino. The 2-1. This ball is going to be fisted, and coming over towards third base and catching it on the infield is Kylie Bishop, and that'll do it. But Calallen, they put 2 on the board, and they lead it after 4, 2-0.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panthers softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After 4 innings of work, Calallen pulls ahead of Liberty 2-0. Started off the bottom of the 4th inning with a lead-off triple and then a sac fly to score the first run, and then a couple of doubles before the Lady Panther defense able to get the wheels back on the bus. And that's where we stand heading into the top of the 5th inning, Ross. Or not, Ross, either way. Monty.
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah, I'm talking to you, big boy.
I quit paying attention to you a couple of years ago.
That's probably not a terrible way to live your life.
2-0. Jordan Thibodeau back out for her 5th inning of work. Thibodeau so far today with 5 punch-outs. Liberty stranded 5 through 4 innings. So they've had some traffic. Mia Minifield leads it off and fouls it off into the screen. It'll be Minifield, Bishop, and Pantalion due up. Man, those strong throws by Pantalion.
Oh, yeah.
The one on the sac fly. That was deep center field. Here's the 0-1. Nice pitch by Thibodeau as it works back across the plate.
Yeah, Southeast Louisiana is not going to hate it when she shows up on campus.
That had a lot of late movement. Look, he came back over the plate at the last second. Here's the 0-2. Lays off that one away with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Liberty in a hole now at trailing Calallen 2-0 in the top of the 5th inning. And in the way this game has gone in the series, the pitch is fouled off. 2-0 feels like 8-0. Liberty winning game 1 3-0. Calallen winning game 2 last night 4-2. So far, Liberty not able to get that knockout hit. Minifield fouls this one sharply over to Joe Slack in the first base coach's box.
You're in an air-conditioned room. There's no reason for you to be fighting for your life right now.
You should know better. I fight for it pretty much every second.
Right.
Here's the 1-2. Minifield, slow roller over to second. Lopez fields it on the run and throws on to Bailey for the first out of the inning. One away. Thibodeau pitching for the 3rd consecutive game. She has pitched in all 3 games. 2nd consecutive day. Kylie Bishop. She's going to send this one into left field over Metter's glove, who had leapt. And it is a 1-out base hit for Kylie Bishop.
Well, it's official. If you don't aim for that spot over in left field, you just aren't paying attention, because there have been a ton of hits over there.
So Brianna Pantalian, 2 strikeouts. Comes to the plate in the 5th with 1 out. Liberty trails 2-0. And 1 on. First pitch to Pantalian. Pantalian lifts this one out into center field. The center fielder Butcher on for the out. And there are 2 away. Kylie Bishop stays at second base. Bailey Taylor comes to the plate. Taylor's walked and popped out to Vargas at 3rd. The first pitch to Taylor, and Taylor swinging. She sends this one high in the air to center field, playable. Coming in on it is Butcher, and that'll retire the side. Liberty gets a hit. They strand one. We are through 4.5. Liberty trails 2-0.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Moving to the bottom of the 5th inning, Lady Panthers strand 1 in the top of the 5th, and here we are in the bottom of the 5th. Liberty trails Calallen 2-0. Teams in the circle getting ready to move to their respective positions. Calallen trying to add to their lead. The winner of this game moves on to the state championship game next Friday, 1 p.m. Red McCombs Field on the campus of the University of Texas.
First pitch is lifted. Bailey Taylor giving chase in front of the Calallen dugout and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
Oh, that was a nice catch right there. Bailey drifted over and was able to use her peripheral vision to not run into the fence there. A nice 1 pitch out for the Lady Panthers.
I want to say hi to good friend and guy that gave us our start, Bill Buchanan. He's back in Liberty. And he and his daughter Kelly watching. One away in the bottom of the 5th inning, 2-0 Calallen. This pitch is outside, snared by Bourgeois.
I'm not sure. I think the count may be 1-1.
Did I miss?
Well, I don't. It's possible. It could be 1-0 count.
Here's the pitch. And this one is fouled sharply. It's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. That's across for a strike, evens the count at 2.
All right, I was right. I did miss a pitch somewhere.
We both did. The 2-2. Outside a full count. One away in the bottom of the 5th inning. Calallen a 2-0 lead. And the payoff pitch swung on and missed, and a strikeout. To Vargas. The 3rd for Taylor today. Excuse me, that was not Vargas. That was Lopez. Vargas fouled out. Man, I am just all messed up. Here's the pitch. Tapped foul by Leal. The lefty. No balls and a strike. Squats down in the left-handed batter's box. Open batting stance. Puts the bunt down again, sends it foul. Rattling around the GoPro. Watch this game after. They'll need the warning that motion sickness is possible. That thing is rattled around quite a bit. The 0-2. This one popped. Foul into the screen. Coaches from high school readjusting GoPro, which is attached to the protective screen behind home plate. The 0-2. This one is tapped foul. Leal has some speed. Two away. Swing and a miss. And that will do it in the bottom of the 5th inning through 5. Liberty trails Calallen 2-0.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After 5 innings of action, Calallen leads Liberty 2-0 here in Game 3 of the best of 3 4A Division I State Semifinal Series. I keep on trying to say region, Ross, and I need to stop doing that because it's certainly not the region series.
No, but it does feel like it because in the old format, that's what we would be playing this week.
That's right. We would be playing the regional championship this week. You're correct. At any rate, both teams tied at 1 win apiece. The winner of this 3rd game will be moving on to Austin next Friday for a 1 p.m. start, where we'll be fighting for the state championship. want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing, and the cast of characters, as we're wont to say.
And the first pitch to Abby Key is across for a strike. Key was hit by a pitch in her last at bat. And she has singled. It'll be Key, Vickers, and Taylor. Brooklyn. The 0-1. Key takes a big rip at it. And it's still balls and 2 strikes. Liberty down 2-0 to Calallen. Winner plays on Friday at the University of Texas for the state championship. This one fouled into the screen, staying alive. Calallen has that 2-0 lead, picking up those 2 runs in the 4th. The 0-2. This one is going to be tapped fair, backhanded by Bailey at first. She taps the bag, and that is the first out, and Liberty down to their final 5 outs of the game. Abby Vickers singled. No, excuse me. Bounced out to second and flew out to center. The ball she hit to center was a rocket, but held up by the wind, and Vickers swinging and fouling the first pitch off. One away. Top of the 6th inning, 2-0 Calallen. Scoreless through 3.5. Here's the 0-1. Backs Vickers off as it misses inside. Thibodeau. Gets back to the rubber, a 1-1 count. And the pitch. Again, sent foul high out of play over towards the baseball's park, which is to our right.
Hey, you knew your directions there. You didn't say left. How about that? I'm proud of you, buddy.
Illustrator's broken today, so I don't have that assistant. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and 2 away.
Number 99, Brooklyn Taylor.
And that will be the 6th strikeout for Thibodeau today. And Brooklyn Taylor comes to the plate with nobody on and 2 away. And she swings at a pitch. And it's 0-1.
Well, our cousins right down the road in Mont Belvieu, they are headed to the state championship game next week.
We'll play Melissa.
That ought to be a pretty darn good state championship game in 5A.
Oh, 1. Pitch almost in the same spot, misses inside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike as Taylor lays off that one. Maybe a little pressing against Thibodeau. The 1-1. That one misses up. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Liberty's had some opportunities. 6 base runners total today. Not able to push anyone across. Calallen with a 2-0 lead. They picked up their 2 in the 4th. They're in the top of the 6th. The 2-1. It's a piece of it, sends it foul into the screen, evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that will end it. A 1-2-3 inning for Thibodaux. Liberty down in order, and they are down to their final 3 outs. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After 5.5, Calallen leads Liberty 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the 6th inning, and Liberty down to their final 3 outs when they come back to bat at the top of the 7th. Have to get out of this one unscathed and then put some runs on the board to keep this one continued if they want to move on to Austin next Friday. Lady Panthers have been in Austin for the last 4 years in a row, as have the Lady Cats of Calallen. These two teams combining for the last 4 4A state championships.
For Calallen, it'll be Braylon Bailey, Kylie Butcher, and Brooklyn Metter. Bailey, a strikeout and a triple with a run scored. She led off the 4th with a triple to left. She takes a big cut at the first offering from Brooklyn Taylor, and it's down on the count 0-1. This one is bunted foul. Left side. Back in. 0-2 count. And it's on its way. Catches a piece of it, keeps it alive. Steps out of the box, stretches with the bat high above her head, and jumps back in. Count still 0-2. Bottom of the 6th, 2-0 Calallen. Pitch is on the way. This one is sent foul again. And they will do the 0-2 again. It's on its way. This is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Go Cats, go cheers started. And the 1-2 misses high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pop foul out of play. Giving a look is Bailey Taylor at third. They'll fire up the 2-2 again. 2-0 Calallen. Bottom of the 6th inning. The 2-2. And this one is going to be poked out into left. Zurak's giving chase to it, and it is foul. She dove for it, couldn't quite get it. And after a loud 2-2, they'll do the 2-2 again. Wind continues to whip in. And the pitch. Reaches out, pokes it foul. This time further foul off a John Deere Gator, which is on the sidewalk next to the Calallen bullpen down the left field line. Long at bat here for Bailey. Got down on the count 0-2, worked it to 2-2, has fouled off a number of pitches. And the 2-2. Strike 3 as it freezes her. And the first out of the inning. Fifth strikeout for Brooklyn Taylor today. The second looking. And after that long at bat, Kylie Butcher stands in. Butcher has lined the ball out at center, and she had a sac fly to center. That in the fourth. The first pitch, she starts her swing. First base umpire says no. And it's 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. This ball is sent foul into foul territory. Minifield goes over and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. It was out of our view here in the press box. But the umpire holds up his fist. And there are 2 away.
22,
Brooklyn Metter stands in. She doubled in the fourth, came around to score on an Alvarez double, and she looks at strike 1. Tension in this stadium, the 0-1, and that is across for a strike. Tension on the Liberty side in the stands, thicker than the humidity today. The 0-2 just misses off the plate.
Winner of this contest will get the winner of Andrews versus Sulphur Springs. Andrews leading Sulphur Springs 1-0 in that series.
1-2. Ball is popped up, giving chase is Bourgeois. The sun gleaming on her glasses, and she makes the catch in front of the net for the third out of the inning. 3 outs to go for Calallen and 3 outs for Liberty to work with. We move to the 7th. Calallen 2, Liberty nothing.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Lady Panther softball on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing in Kyle, Texas at Lehman Softball Field for Game 3 of the best of 3 for a Division I State Semifinal series. Calallen leads Liberty 2-0, moving into the top of the 7th. Liberty down to their final 3 outs. Must plate 2 to keep the game going into the bottom of the 7th. What's on the line, Ross Norwood? A chance for a trip to the state championship game next Friday against either the Andrews or Sulphur Springs teams that are currently embroiled in their own contest on the other side of the bracket.
For Liberty, it'll be Bourgeois, Hewitt, and Minifield. Bourgeois comes to the plate. The senior catcher popped to first, and they fly out to center in her 2 trips to the plate. Thibodeau fires the first pitch. This one hit to Vargas at third. Vargas on with it. The first for the first out of the inning. Galen Hewitt will come to the plate. Liberty 2 outs from their season
Number 6, Galen Hewitt.
coming to a close. But they still have 2 outs. And Galen Hewitt Walken has flown to left. Looks at strike one. The 0-1 just misses. Hewitt even in the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. There is 1 out. Nobody on. Liberty down 2-0. Here comes that 1-1. This ball is poked, lined right to Vargas as her momentum takes her across the line, and Liberty down to their final out. That ball was hit good, but just right at Vargas.
The freshman, Mia Minifield, gets a chance, and we've talked about this multiple times, the moment. Can you rise to the moment here? And this is a tough spot for a freshman to be in.
Tough spot for anybody to be in. And Thibodeau brings the first pitch to Minifield. It is a ball. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs. 2-0 Calallen. They scored their 2 in the 4th. And the pitch. This ball is fouled out of play down the left side. One ball, 1 strike. Two outs, nobody on, Liberty down 2-0. The 1-1. Fouled into the screen, Liberty down to their last strike. Calallen fans on their feet. Liberty fans making noise as well. Thibodeau brings the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Thibodeau brings the 2-2. Strike 3, and Calallen wins the series 2-1, and they will play for the state championship next week in Austin. And for Liberty, a season comes to a close, and they will say bye to some seniors this year, Joe. Marina Bourgeois and
Abby Vickers. Brianna Pantalian.
And what careers
and
they
Brooklyn
have
Taylor.
had. And Brooklyn Taylor.
Don't forget Brooklyn.
A good season for the Lady Panthers, a tough one. They dropped 2-0, and the season comes to a close short of the state championship.
The first time in 5 seasons that the Lady Panthers have not made at least a state championship game, and the 3rd year in a row that they have met and fallen to the Calallen Lady Cats. Congratulations to Calallen on their victory, and wish them well next week in Austin. A game marked by leaving runners stranded, not able to capitalize on mistakes, and Calallen was able to do those things, and about 100% of the time that's going to be what separates 2 great teams, is the small things. Well, as you said, 2-0. Liberty loses. Ross, take us away.
I want to thank everyone for joining us again this year for an incredible ride these ladies gave everyone. And I want to thank the support of all the people that came today and are watching at home. One last time, your unhappy final, Liberty 2, or excuse me, that would have been a happy final. Calallen 2, Liberty 0. 4. Joe Roberts, Richard Ewing, our entire cast of characters. I'm Ross Norwood. We'll talk to you again in the fall.